With so much going on now in the world, what will happen to XRP? Will people now invest more in crypto, specifically in XRP? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are going to reveal the winner of the 50 XRP coins in this video. Make sure to watch till the end because maybe it is you. Welcome back XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel to stay updated at all times. We begin today's video with an intriguing discovery made by the Bearable Bull. So, he has some intriguing historical data to provide, particularly in regards to the crisis. According to the charts shared by him, market prices tend to increase after a conflict, as you can see after each war except Afghanistan, which can be ascribed to the fact that it occurred after the dot-com bubble burst. When an invasion occurs, the price of gold increases, and we might very likely witness a V-shaped rebound in the next days and weeks, according to the graph. In previous videos was mentioned that Ripple is attempting to overtake the SWIFT. Unfortunately, the present situation may well lead to this outcome. With the rapid deterioration of the Russia and Ukraine situation, you are going to hear a lot about SWIFT in the coming days. Here is a quick breakdown of what it is and why it matters. SWIFT is short for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. It is a global cooperative of financial institutions based in Belgium. It was formed in 1973 when 239 banks from 15 countries came together to establish a way to handle cross-border payments. Today, SWIFT connects more than 11,000 financial institutions across 200+ countries. Think of it like a simple email system enabling secure messages across its members. An average of 40 million messages a day, including orders, payment confirmations, FX exchanges, and trades. SWIFT does not actually do any transfer or holding of funds, but it is a critical part of the communication infrastructure that enables cross-border money flows. It is a key part of the global financial system plumbing, if you will. So why is it in the spotlight right now? What do you think it has to do with Ripple and XRP? Before I go any further, you need to know WHO is in charge of SWIFT. SWIFT is not regulated in the same manner as a bank is since it does not accept deposits. Among those overseeing it are officials from the National Bank of Belgium, as well as from the Federal Reserve System of the United States, the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, the Bank of Japan, and many other major central banks. Generally speaking, SWIFT would only restrict access if the European Union imposed sanctions on a specific business or country. Returning to the thread, he continues by saying, while not a political organization, its importance to global flows means SWIFT is often looked at as a geopolitical tool as part of sanctions packages. Cutting off a nation banks from SWIFT access restricts flows into and out of that nation, resulting in real economic pain. This happened in 2012 with the sanctions package on Iran in retaliation for its nuclear program. It was looked at in 2013-14 in response to Russia actions in Crimea. Cutting off SWIFT access is viewed as a very significant move, so the consideration alone is material. With Russia's most recent actions in Ukraine, cutting off SWIFT access is very much on the table, as part of a sweeping sanctions package. The challenge is that it is a real double-edged sword. Russia is a massive economy with tentacles that reach all around the world. It is a key energy supplier to Europe and the world. It is an exporter of materials critical to the manufacturing of jet engines, semiconductors, automotives, electronics, and fertilizers. Cutting off Russia from SWIFT would impact the flow of payments for these industries. And now it's time to reveal the winner of this month. And the winner is Nate Prez. Congratulations, XRP Army. Let's all congratulate Nate in the comment section. So, Russia is a key supplier, and cutting them off will result in a devastating effect for all. It might even affect XRP because in the worst situation people will get their money out of cryptocurrencies and invest in gold and real estate properties. Because they are the most stable asset class. Right now the crypto market is very unpredictable. Let's hope all things return to normal. And the current financial system would collapse, and we know XRP could provide a base for a new financial system. Russia has also been building an in-house system since 2014, the last time SWIFT cutoff was threatened, which may mean they are able to temper some of the impact a cutoff would have on its economy. Though it appears most experts still expect the impact would be significant. A cutoff from SWIFT may also have longer-term second-order effects on Bitcoin and non-fiat currencies. the base logic, Russia may seek to circumvent the impact of the restrictions via a combination of its in-house system and a push away from the USD reserve currency hegemony. Whatever happens in the coming days, there will be a lot of talk about SWIFT and its role in the response to Russia actions. There are a number of SWIFT alternatives available. Each country, including the EU, Russia, and China, has developed its own system. There are also emerging blockchain-based competitors, like Ripple, that seek to take over SWIFT through technical capability rather than political influence. The hardest aspect is not inventing a new system, but in garnering widespread acceptance so that the network can be of service to its members. For example, Russia Alternative Payment System, SPFs, has just recently acquired popularity in the nation. Even with that, only 20% of domestic bank settlements were being made using it by the year 2020. The SPFs consists of just one Chinese bank. In contrast, China's SWIFT counterpart, the Chinese Cross-Border Interbank Payment System, CIPS, managed to recruit 613 indirect participant banks from outside in 2021. While it may seem that CIPS is better positioned to compete with SWIFT, the corporation still has a long way to go given that it is just around 0.3% the size of SWIFT. Imagine the following scenario. Russia chooses to adopt Ripple to facilitate cross-border payments. In the event that Russia chooses to do so, what do you think will happen to Ripple? Understand this. If Ripple begins to collaborate with a government against whom the United States and the European Union have placed sanctions, it is very certain that Ripple will be sanctioned as well. Due to the fact that Ripple would be assisting a government in avoiding sanctions. The United States and the European Union would therefore almost certainly prohibit Ripple from doing business in their respective territories. John Deaton explains what it would mean if Russia decided to use cryptocurrency. If Russia decides to use Bitcoin and/or other crypto as a way to avoid sanctions, I am afraid our leaders will have a typical knee-jerk reaction. Bitcoin will never be used for cross-border payments since it lacks the utility and because its price is already too high to be utilized for this purpose. XRP has all of the necessary characteristics to serve as a cross-border payment utility. However, there is a great deal of risk involved since Ripple would be going against the whole world if this happened. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Kindly note that the prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.